welcome back to another chaotic video.
I'm sorry. Let's try that again. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hey guys!
Welcome back to another chaotic video
About chaotic lives!
I think this is a great start to show you how chaotic this video is going to be. Usually we write down, a gist of what we're going to talk about so we don't get too sidetracked, but frankly I've been lazy lately and I haven't written anything down, so we're just going to wing it. And if it gets rambly, well, you know what, it gets rambly. So it's going to be like, I guess, kind of about flight experiences, tips about flying. I don't really know what else to add in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just get on into whatever it is this video is going to be. So I guess let's start. Do you have any tips?
Well, like I've heard that if you have a long layover, you can get a hotel, especially if it's overnight. Internationally, I did not do that in Beijing, but ahead of time I told my bank that I was going to be in Beijing at this date for this amount of time, and then I was able to use my card so I could eat. If you don't do that, you should at least bring money so you can eat the currency of wherever you're gonna have your layover at.
I think I usually will go to the bank and transfer like, I don't know, 40 bucks into whatever money they have. I mean, I still have money from Hong Kong. I think I have like 20 bucks left from there. I got like 5 bucks left from Tokyo. I have money, at all these stops that I've had, but I buy souvenirs there. I sometimes will buy food there, snacks there. So it's just good having the money. You don't have to worry about your card. Thankfully my card's pretty good about that, but could have problems.
Now
She's had problems.
The necessities that I have bring on the plane, I always bring a pillow and a blanket, a charger, and a toothbrush, soap, just in case. Like I have like extra pair of clothes.
You never know when something might happen. Like when I was coming home, thankfully it was when I was coming home, but the first time I had went to Korea, I came home, I had 2 bags. One bag had just like souvenir stuff in it, and like, I mean, it had some like face wash and some random things, but like all of my clothes, like everything that I had for like my personal use, that suitcase got lost. Now thankfully it just got put on a flight that was after mine, and I got to here in New Orleans airport, noon. It actually was gonna be there at like midnight. I had gotten in at like 10. I'm like, I'm tired. I've been on, 3 other flights or 2 other flights. I'm good. I'll just come back tomorrow. I'll pick it up. So yeah, it's definitely good to bring, those certain, like a change of clothes, things to clean yourself. If that does happen, it is your, more important suitcase with all your, necessities in it. So I do recommend, doing that every flight.
Or you check in online before, and that's very important, because right before you leave the house you should always check and make sure that your flight's still going, because like, I don't know, an hour before we left, because we had 2 different flights going into Korea and coming back, because I already had my flight like paid before her. It's very strange.
It was a whole issue. She was on American Airlines, I was on Delta. The timing was supposed to be like she would leave, I think, an hour after me, but she would get there an hour before me. And then I would leave the hour before, and I had a longer layover. I
ended up being a whole day later, like a whole night later. So I got a notification right before that I was about to leave that, hey, your flight is canceled. Here are some other substitutes, which I ended up having to go to California, then go to Texas, then go to Korea. So I literally like went up to California and came back for like no reason, but hey, I got to go to California, so whatever.
Yeah, it was stupid. I think the only other time we've had that happen is with Spirit Airlines. Everyone's like, oh, Spirit's so awful. Spirit gets the job done. I mean, have I had... The flights themselves really aren't that bad, like the planes, I mean, obviously you can't bring your own, you can bring your own food or drinks, from the airport, but you don't get free stuff. Oh well, it's a cheap airline, it's doing what it's made to do.
And it's not international, it's just going like, it's domestic, so
It's like, it's a
not that long
2-hour plane ride. It's like, whatever. I don't care.
need luxury.
Exactly. I just need cheap.
Exactly.
But we've had, you know, that experience one time. We were supposed to leave at like 8 in the morning, and then we had to leave at like 3 in the afternoon. So just not a big deal, but yeah, you know.
Make sure to check it before you go to the airport, because you just waste a lot of time. But other than that, like, I think it's all preference of whatever you feel is necessary when you fly. But let's talk about some things that you feel you should or should not do on the flight.
We were talking about before this, you know, a lot of people have issues of, do you lean your seat back? Do you lean your seat up? Personally,
I don't care.
I think it depends on like what, you know, what you're doing, I guess. Because like on one flight we were going, it was from New Jersey to Hong Kong. And there were these spoiled brat
children. I wanted to literally rip their hair out.
I was so done, so angry. They were awful people, first of all. And I say that because the children were like probably 9 years old to like 13 or 14 years old. They were like constantly like flinging their chair back, moving all of this. They would like lean it back so much and for such a long time. I couldn't even get out. So when I would get out to go use the bathroom, I was by the window.
Did you boop him in the head?
No, I body slammed the seat really, really hard. And the kid, he was like... So I would just, you know, do things like that. And then when we got to the Hong Kong airport, we were all waiting for our flight to Thailand. And they were just sitting on the ground eating snacks. And when they left, the entire area that they were in was like covered in snack crumbs and food mess and like packages. It was so gross. They were such rude people.
Well, you've had like bad experiences with it. Honestly, when they lean back, it's better for me because it's closer to my face. I can see better. I really don't care. I'm very small. I can fit through and like move around. I usually like to get the window seat out of all things. So like I already know I have to walk past people, so it doesn't really matter because the window seat has, you can put your head on the side, which is real nice. But I really, it doesn't, like, to me, okay, most of the time you lean your seat back on really, really long flights.
Yeah,
so
I think
I don't mind it. I don't, like,
to me, if you're on this plane for, I've been on 16-hour flights, I've been on 13, 14, 12-hour flights. You know, if you're on there for that long, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be sitting like this for that long. Like, it's not happening. You're going to have to lean back. You're going to have to sleep.
If you have the ability to lean your seat back, all rights to you.
I think if it's like a dinner time or a lunch time, I think you should, you know, lean your seat up because they literally, you can't eat when the seats lean back. Especially some flights, and their seats like lean real far back. Like, you can't eat. Which I have seen flight attendants actually like wake people up and make them push their seat up, which to me is reasonable. I think you should do that. But yeah, I mean, I haven't had too much experiences, you know, with it happening.
Which seat do you like the best?
I already said I like the window seat.
Yeah. The
window seat. What's your favorite, Mother?
I prefer the aisle seat, and let me tell you why I prefer the aisle seat. A lot of people don't know this, but the outer armrest has a button up underneath in the back, and if you press that button, the whole armrest raises up. So then you could swirl around, you can get up, you can get out, you can lean over, stretch your legs, stretch your feet, and you don't have to climb over people.
I will take any seat but the middle.
So I prefer the end seat.
Let me just say something real quick. I'm gonna throw some shade over here. Like our mother and Emily, of all people, they are very particular about where they sit on planes. I don't care if it's a short flight, but to me, it's, yeah, like if I can choose my like seat, of course I'm gonna choose what I want. But if I have to have a middle seat, whatever. I'll just get on it and get it over with. I don't have to be there forever.
If I have no choice, then whatever. But if I'm gonna choose, I used to have to
You will go under hurdles of events to get.
Yes, I will. But if I don't have a choice and I have to do that, then I will. But
then you have to. Then there's no other.
Yeah, there's no other choice. But if I have another choice, I will make sure to get the seat that I like. Which for a while was the window. But
she will sit there before her flight, like every day of the week, and look and see and be like, oh, someone now sit next to me. Oh, she'll get so angry if someone sits next to her.
Would you not want a whole row to yourself? This is a long flight. I've had a whole row to myself once. And it was fantastic.
It's not realistic. An international flight, they're going to try
It's pretty
and
realistic
book
right
that
now because
flight
no one's
up.
flying.
That's so stupid, Emily, because it's a pandemic. Okay.
So I bet you I could give me my empty row now.
It's a worldwide pandemic, but in real, like, before the pandemic, she would get so angry if someone sat next to her.
Yeah, because like
and she'd
up
try
until
and
like
switch
the
it.
day before, it would be empty.
Because they try and pack international flights to make that money.
I have no, because on my last flight, it was to Korea.
Sometimes they can't
there were
do all of it.
4 seats in the middle. No, there were 4 seats, 3 seats. There was something like that. There's a girl on the end and me on the other end. We had this whole like room. I could put my feet up. It was fantastic. And that's because I checked and I looked and I checked and I looked and I checked and I looked and I got the seat that I wanted.
You're so ridiculous. But yeah,
You just
like there's two different kinds of people.
preferences.
There's two different kinds of people who travel. There's one that's overanalyzes, stresses about everything, thinks she's gonna die on the plane, and then there's me. I kind of relax, I go with the flow. I just
It's
do what I
called
can
a
get.
person who wants to be as comfortable as possible and, you know, actually make it to the destination without dying. And then there's this person who literally does not care what's gonna happen. If she dies, she dies. Oh well, she's asleep. She don't know. Okay? You know, I've been on a flight with her. I thought we were literally about to die. This plane was going all over the place. It was rocking. It was shaking. We had another friend on that plane. She agreed with me. And she's over here sleeping. I've never had any bad flight experiences. What are you talking about? Yes, you did. You were just asleep and you didn't know. So you died. Oh, well.
I can't help that I was sleeping and I was comfortable. No, there's a difference. Like if I can be comfortable, if I can fix my situation, I will. But I won't stress about it and I won't let it affect my emotions. Emily will her day will be ruined if someone sits next to her.
Okay, I am an antisocial person who doesn't like being around people. Is that so wrong?
This is very wrong.
People are weird. People smell bad sometimes. Like, I don't want to be
Especially on flights. Flights get funky. It's
especially
hot.
like there was this one time I was
It's
flying
like
home.
artificial air.
I was flying home from Korea and I mean we were about to take off and this in seat was open. I'm like, please stay open, please stay open, please stay open. And this dude, I mean, he must have been running from one side of the airport to get onto this plane. He was drenched in sweat and I was in the middle seat and he was sitting next to me. And he's like a big dude, like a big Korean dude, like American Korean. Like he was, you know, he's big and he was touching me and I was like, your sweat is all up on me, please, dude.
I had this one guy asked for my number. He was a music video director. I said no. It was a very short flight. I don't remember where it was going, but I think it was going to California.
That's weird.
And I was like, no, I'm good. She was like,
Very
oh,
strange.
okay. And then the rest of the flight was very awkward. I was like, why couldn't you ask that at the end of the flight? So if I say no, we don't have to sit here in awkward silence.
Yeah, that's very strange.
But I packed a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, so I spent most of the time eating that. That's another thing you could do.
Bring your own food.
Yeah,
I like to bring my own sandwiches. We're very picky eaters.
Plain food is not supposed to taste good. I think it's supposed to just fill your belly.
Well, also they make it down here, which obviously our taste buds down here are different because when you're up there, then you have all the pressure from everything. So your taste buds actually do change. And that's why
So
it tastes
you think
disgusting.
there should be a chef up in the air?
I think, yes, I think they should be testing it up there and not down here. Test it up there. I mean, you can't cook it on the plane, that's stupid. But cook food up there so you know what to do and how much to put in and what, so that it tastes better. But also it's always really salty, so then you swell a lot.
You know what I never thought of? So one time I had ramen on the plane. You could pack your own ramen and just ask for hot water.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I'm gonna do next time. I'm gonna bring cups of ramen.
But why would you want to do that? You're gonna get so swollen.
I don't get swollen on the plane.
I do. My feet get swollen. My
You
ankles.
can bring compression socks or whatever
That's
you
true.
need to prevent that, but I don't. I don't notice differences when I'm on plane, except being sore and exhausted. But other
I
than
always
that,
feel gross. I feel greasy after a while.
me too. I just want to shower.
Everyone's hot breath.
I want to
Breathing
shower.
in
I think
all
once I
summer.
got home though, like in Korea, we just immediately went out to eat because I was like, I need
Well,
food.
first of all, so I got there the night before. I was there pretty much all day. I did some, like, getting some things that we needed at the apartment. And I stayed at the apartment pretty much all day. I didn't leave. I was either sleeping or talking to my mom or my grandma or whoever. I was doing my own thing. She was supposed to be there at like 4 in the afternoon or 5 in the afternoon. This dumb airport bus She didn't get in until like 7 o'clock. I'm literally waiting out on the street for like an hour, just standing there looking like a fool.
We had a lot of traffic, and it was funny because my GPS was like, oh, you're 15 minutes away, and I was like, I'll be there in 15 minutes. It's like an hour.
I was there on the street looking like a fool. Eventually I just went to a CU and I got some of them egg cookies, the nibble wafers.
Yeah.
And I just sat in there and drank apple juice and ate the cookies.
And then we went out to eat after, which was really nice. But I just remember just being exhausted. But I was like, I know she's been home and she's probably gonna want to go eat, and I'm hungry, so might as well just go out to Myeongdong.
And we drank beer the first night you got there. Yeah, I remember the expensive beer.
Oh yeah.
And then was that the same night that we went to the little grocery store thing?
The little kid.
And the little kid, you put a bad name on the kids.
Anyways, flights can be very weird. I feel like a lot of the experience is just based off of your personality and your perspective of things.
Okay, I'm pretty sure if you're like literally falling out of the freaking sky, it's not your perspective on things.
I just keep on throwing shade at Olivia.
You're falling out of this freaking sky. Like, come on. When the whole plane does this
You're not
2
falling.
or 3 times, you're falling.
You're descending out of the sky.
No, descending is doing this. Oh, I'm coming in. Yeah, oh, we're landing. We're descending. This
But see, we were on the same
just
flight,
dropping.
and you can see there's different personalities, and I was just sleeping and
That
relaxing.
wasn't on that flight. That's not
Okay,
a different
whatever,
flight.
it doesn't
You
matter.
were
She's
on it.
had all these bad experiences.
I thought I was going to die. Okay, when the
She
pilot
always thinks she's gonna
tells
die.
when the pilot tells
thinks she's gonna
the flight attendants sit down and buckle up because the plane is doing all this crazy thing
If
and
she
I'm feeling like I'm about to throw up, that's a big deal.
If she turns on her light and the light flickers, she's like, I'm gonna die. If she goes to the toilet and the toilet's cold, I'm gonna die.
so overdramatic.
That's how you are sometimes.
I'm not.
But I mean, I'm just like slightly throwing shade at Emily a little bit.
Slightly?
Yeah.
Slightly? You think of slightly?
You need to give me the gangster glasses. I mean, we have some.
I do, they're over there.
Okay, wait. But this is kind of a very
strange
video. She just kicked the camera. Very strange video and very.
There's no
off the
like
wall.
real like. I guess it's just a flight tips
Yeah.
at this point. I mean, we've talked a little
Sorry
bit about
guys
experiences.
for the quality of this video being very.
I think it's pretty funny
Hello.
if you ask
Yeah,
me.
this is a real personality. There we go.
I would also recommend bringing gas X. I get really burpy on
I think
planes.
it was that I recommend bringing gas. I was like, what's
Like gasoline or like
yeah, like gas as gasoline. It's like, oh, the flight is empty. I can imagine you out on the wing holding on for dear life, pouring gas in.
That would be you guys stupid enough to do something like that.
Now Emily would be wearing her parachute watching you from the
Someone's
plane
looking-
and waving at you.
Someone's looking out the window, you're just like, it's good.
That's called you because you're I die, oh wow. But yeah, Beto, gas X, I get really burpy on planes. So it's
gassy.
yeah, it's really
Drink
strange.
lots of water.
Yeah, lots of water is very important.
I can't wait for our next flight because I'm actually 21. I can drink
Oh!
alcohol.
Another fun fact. I was about to say beer. Diet Coke is like extremely fizzy and it takes a really long time for them to pour Diet Coke. Just so you know. Like I
don't really care. I get it.
yeah, it's not like I'm not like saying, oh, don't get Diet Coke. I'm just saying.
A lot of times, like if you're on an international flight, I'll just ask, hey, can I get a can of Diet Coke and a cup of ice?
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they give it to you.
That's another thing. Ask just for a whole can. They'll give it to you.
Yeah, so then I guess they don't really mind it because one, it saves them time. And you know, you
Ask
can
for bottled water too. Do not just drink water out of a kettle. I don't care. I don't know if that came from the flight. Their water's not clean. Ask for bottled water.
Yeah.
Bottled water is very
I think
important
I
to
was
ask
on
for.
a Delta flight maybe, and they gave me Dasani water. I was like,
That makes you more thirsty. There's salt in it.
I don't care. It tastes the
More
best.
dehydrated. Makes you
Better
swollen.
than spring
It'd be
water.
a swollen salt break. And then the light should come out.
Spring water.
I'm even more salty than I actually am.
I told you I have not reached peak saltiness yet, okay?
Yes,
I am not
on a
there.
flight drinking Dasani water. You would peak
Maybe
salty.
if I do that, then I will reach peak saltiness, but I am not there yet.
And
I don't care
the
if I die.
sodium in the airplane food. Oh my god! How did you not
I don't
die?
eat it. I don't like it.
I usually pick out the burnt pieces. Okay. You're so stupid! What the heck? Oh, I'm kidding. I got bread. Oh my god. There's no burnt pieces.
I hate flight food.
But I hate how it gets steamed on top, and then whatever you have is like real soggy and wet. So a lot of times I pick out the vegetables. That's what I eat most of the time.
I don't really know what I eat.
And they have salt packets.
Ugh.
I drizzle that over.
Yeah, I don't know. All flight food to me is just gross. I like to bring like croissant sandwiches for myself.
You know who you are? You're Sid from Ice Age. When he drinks the wine, he's like, water! Salty! That was you drinking the salty water. Oh, if y'all know that movie, y'all know she is Sid. I just thought of that, sorry. Should we just end the video?
One more last tip: bring Benadryl or a leaf PM or Quill.
You know the scene where he eats, he's like, it's the
I
last
hate
dandelion. He's like, it's the last dandelion. He eats it.
I literally hate Ice Age with a passion. I could never watch it as a child.
I thought
it was so stupid.
It was so funny. Sid was.
There's like no words in it.
What do you mean there's no words?
That's what my brain always remembered, is there was no words.
The animals literally talk.
I don't know.
There's a scene where the little rat that comes out of the hole, a gopher or whatever, and he goes, I was born here and I'm gonna die here. That's Football Greg. It's Football Greg. No, it's Football Greg. I was born here and I'm gonna die here. That was like the best quote of the movie. Anyways, sorry.
Psycho family, I swear. So yeah, this video has gone from chaotic from the beginning.
Shout out to Football Greg.
Oh, I want to say something, but I better not, because if he does end up watching this video, let's not go there.
That's the dog.
Sorry, yeah, sorry if you hear a lot of weird sounds. Our dog has an elephant belly.
This freaking
dinosaur.
And he picks it up and then he drops it just for fun.
And it's considered great to see that.
It's so gross, but
we live in our head at the same time.
Oh, anyways, so this has been one chaotic rush from the beginning.
I hope you enjoyed. If you want more videos like this, let us know.
Exactly, like I think this is pretty funny if you ask me.
We're not intoxicated, we don't have any.
No, just Diet Coke.
And probably hairspray. With alcohol, that's it.
But yeah, so.
That Purell.
Oh yeah, sipping the Germex. Gotta keep
your hands and nose clean.
Gotta keep that Rona away.
Coronavirus 2.
I don't know Rona.
Wait, but let's put a disclaimer: do not sniff Germex.
I don't recommend that.
Do not. We're kidding. Do not sniff it. Only hands, and maybe like other body parts that does not burn, like you know, like your arms.
Yeah, of course, your arms.
Alright, bye guys! Okay,
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at the Traveling Southerners. If you enjoyed this chaoticness, please make sure to give us a big thumbs up. And yeah, comment down below if you like this video, and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss another video. So